Um, Welcome everybody. We are getting into this game. It is going to be a very fun game. We have got two very strong opponents going to be duking it out. We're going to be spawning directly on top of dignitas.KiLLeR, the scary, strong yellow Zerg on the right. He's going to be up against the green Protoss on the left. It is xSix.Perfect, the green Protoss. So we have a PVZ for you guys on GSL Antiga Shipyard.
And yet again, since it is GSL, guys, you gotta always remember, cross spawn only.
That's right. And also cast your votes, xanderfever.tv/vote right now. Let us know who you think is going to be winning, because right now we have a perfect 50-50 split between these two players. So definitely make your voice heard so we can find out who everybody thinks the favorite to win is going to be for this game.
You know, I will honestly say this is too hard to call, because Perfect is a very, very good tournament player. He plays very well in online tournaments from what I've been seeing. And I've been getting word from xSix's Fujikura about all that, so saying that he has played very well in online tournaments. So, and I do know dignitas.KiLLeR made it to grid last week. Sadly, just got beat out, but
Who took him out?
Saplo.
Well, Saplo's a really strong player. He is Protoss, guys, so maybe KiLLeR's got a little bit of a ZVP issue. Who knows? I highly doubt that, though. He's kind of really scary, and he's really, really good. So, it's not at all inconceivable to say that Perfect has got a chance, but that's really it. Perfect has a chance. And it looks like Perfect's even going to be going for a bigger chance and going for a Nexus first. KiLLeR hatches first, too. So we've got mutual main buildings first from both players.
No, this is actually really, really smart from Perfect, because he knows the aggression will not be there yet. It might be a few lings, but really, he should have no problem laying down that forge and a pile or a cannon by then.
Yeah, this is crazy. Perfect is faking that cannon pressure. He doesn't even have a forge down. He just puts his forge down now, but he's still forcing KiLLeR to pull back those drones. But KiLLeR not overreacting in the least, just pulling 3 drones and now content to mine with them. Very, very nicely done.
Well, it's phenomenal. It looks like he's actually going to lose that probe, so sadly Perfect's probe will not make it back, and there you go. There is the pylon, gateway, and forge all going down, but the KiLLeR's Ovi will see this. He's actually going to know what it is.
Yep, and Perfect getting a nice balance of tech and everything. With the gateway being thrown down quite early, with the lateness of that forge, he's going to be able to have tech out very quickly, and it's going to give him a ton of options and a ton of opportunities just to try and catch KiLLeR off guard. But notice KiLLeR actually has been mining gas for a little bit now.
He definitely has, and there is no speed, there's no nothing, so I mean, he might be going for the speed build, or just getting speed.
Yeah, that is something that Zergs have been doing more lately, and I really, really like it. It's a great way to shut down the scouting probes of the Protoss in just getting the 100 gas, getting the speed, and then pulling back. It looks like, though, KiLLeR stopped mining gas before 100. What? Okay, looks like that was just a misclick. But that does show...
He needed his gas.
Yeah, so now he's going to get that 100 and probably pull off, and yep, there's his metabolic boost. And there's the third base. I like it a lot. Delay the third a little bit, but get that better map presence with those speedlings out faster, and he still gets a strong economy. I like this a lot.
He actually, in one of the games I did get to cast him last week, he ended up going with a mass speedling push. I mean, when I say mass, we're talking like 50 lings, 60 lings, and it just totally punished the Protoss for doing this.
Interesting. Well, this is going to be really, really interesting, because look at the fact that the cannon is far forward in this wall. Perfect does not have a nearly perfect wall. This cannon doesn't even, it's not even flush against the pylon and the gateway. This is incredibly vulnerable, because this cannon goes down, and there's 2 holes all of a sudden in this wall.
Yeah, 2 giant gaping holes for lings to run on in, cause all sorts of havoc, and I do love what KiLLeR's doing. If you look, he's spreading those OVs very, very well. And oh, look at that. Queen getting a little damage, but the lings come to the rescue.
Yep, and there we go. We see the complete surround, and not even a single ling goes down. Very nicely done. KiLLeR's now lost literally nothing. while Perfect's lost a couple things.
And look at this, he is saving up. He is not. There's a big round of drones that I'm betting he is saving up for the same push.
Oh, but Perfect is throwing down a ton of gates right now. He's now going to be up to 5 gates. His wall is so weak. Killer's got to be aware of this.
Oh, Killer did see it, and look at that. Roach Warren is down for that.
Nicely done. I don't know if this isn't exactly indicative of a big Ling Roach push. The Roach Warren is just being thrown down at the perfect standard timing, which is perfect, really. I mean, it gives you options. You can either go for a big all-in Ling Roach push, or you can just have it there for safety against any kind of zealot pressure. Well, we do see the Twilight Council for Perfect being thrown down. He may go for a big gateway unit push, and Killer with the Overlord.
Sacking the Overlord at just the perfect time. Seeing the 4 gates and the Twilight Council finishing, he got a scout up front. He knows the Forge and the other. So, wow.
Oh, he's looking solid. Perfect is now beginning his +2. Just waiting on the blink.
And look at this, pushing roaches now.
He does have
16 lings and 18 lings now and a Hydra Den.
Oh yeah, Roach Speed is on the way as well, but this is going to show that Killer knows its gateway units only coming out from Perfect. Perfect, though, is looking like he really wants to get aggressive very quickly, or he may just go ahead and take a third. He's sending a probe out, but will it go to the third or forward? It looks like it will be going for the third, where Killer has got a Ling here in a good spot to just try and work on delaying this third, but it won't be for too long.
Nope.
The proper response at this point would be for Killer to take 4. Correct?
Yes, if he wants to play macro. Or he can just pump out a ton of Hydras and go for the kill.
Which is looking like what he's going to do because the macro hatch is going down. It looks like Killer wants to stay on 3 bases and just build a 200 army and go in there and just completely stomp. Perfect.
Looks like he's got an opportunity to go for it. Perfect's Robo is down and everything, but there is no Robo Bay. There is not even a Templar Archive, so you're not even going to see Psystorm to help against Hydras. It is just Perfect with a lot of sentries. The upgrades are looking great for him. His +2 is going to be done before the 12-minute mark, and that's going to be nice. It may be in time for his push. It may knock his Killer starting to make his way downtown.
And he is strolling down because look at that. He is getting. Oh, look at the block. With the pylon out front, double pylons out front, this is actually not a great wall at all.
But it's gonna actually, if you look at this though, it's gonna actually allow a force field to lock in all those slings if they do try and come in and hit the pylon. We see Killer's gonna push forward, starting to attack. We could see the force field lock in some lings. They get so few lings. Great reaction time by Killer, and look at this. He's now 150 food. Perfect is much less. We see Killer's doing a great job of buying time, but there's a few nice forces locked in those units nicely. Killer may be in an opportunity to flank.
And there it is. Look at the surround on those lings.
Very nicely done. The Hydras aren't able to do that much damage, but the lings themselves are doing a little bit, but not much. Perfect is warping and reinforcements very nicely, and he is holding very solidly.
Very solid hold, and here comes reinforcements. The Hydra is getting rid of all the meat up front. Now it's just those Hydras looking to do damage.
But there aren't that many. We already have multiple morals out for Perfect. Perfect's blink is completed as well. We're just continue to watch Killer stream forward units, but it's hurting him a lot more than it's helping him. We've got Warpins on the high ground forward.
There's the blink forward.
Yeah, and we even, if you look back into the base of Perfect's Natural, there is a robotics bay that is there. It is completely done, and just look at the units lost tab. It is so in favor of Perfect. It's ridiculous.
And it looks like Killer wants to continue this. I don't think this is a great idea from Killer, but there is Pathogen Gland starting, so we will have the almighty Infestor out.
Yeah, Perfect is in a good opportunity. He's got a few minutes of guaranteed passivity from Killer, and he may use this to get up a nice Colossus ball. He could even start working on his +3 attack. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't begun that already. I think he's been a little bit scared considering the aggression that he's seeing from Killer.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to push yet because he feels like Killer's just gotta Now going to sit, and look at this. Killer's actually going for his 4th. And Perfect just kind of touches the tower, and that's it.
That's all he needs to do. He just needs to show threat. He needs to keep Killer off guard. He needs to keep Killer passive because that will benefit him more than it will Killer. And Killer is actually
agree with you there. And look at the hive tech already going down.
Nice. This is really, really nice.
He's Spire.
He's going to try and get his Broodlords out. Crush the push with Broodlords. If he can get them out and get a few fungals down, he will crush the attack of Perfect. Perfect has Blink Stalkers and a few sentries. That's his entire anti-air. And Perfect's right now working on his +3. It's really going to be a tight time to see if Killer can get out his Broods in time.
Yeah, and look at this. So there is a lot of infestors out now. We got 4 out with more being made, more roaches, and wow.
Yep, a few spines are being called down in the back.
And another expand from Killer. Killer's actually expanding all over the map.
I love it. I think this is perfect.
I think it's a great decision by him, honestly.
Well, he knows he's a very gas-heavy army right now. So, thinking back to that, he needs the gas. He needs it to get those Broodlords up.
And it looks like Perfect wants to take that middle base. Killer's in his opportunity to try and actually get a big flank on this army. We see him pressing in, but it looks like he will not be continuing this attack. Smart move
No,
there.
he's just kind of showing threat right now.
Alright, so he's really looking like, yeah, he may try and just go for a complete flank, maybe. We see units from Perfect are splitting up. There's Killer trying to attack the wall. He's going to try and bring the back. He's basically just trying to delay.
Oh, the infestors are going to get caught, though.
Oh, no. We need to see some fungals to lock down those stalkers. And Killer's now getting himself in a choke.
Oh, beautiful fungus.
Oh, we see him continue to push in, and this is going to be really, really bad. So Perfect has...
bad for Killer.
Perfect's army is so strong. He's attacking at a great time. Killer's trying to buy time to get out his Broods, but it's looking like Perfect will not give him that time.
No, but there's some spines up here that's going to delay slightly. Not a lot. And I mean, really, 38 lings and 6 roaches could delay this long enough.
Yeah, 4 Corruptors, though. For only 4 Broodlords, the Blink is going to be really key. They can be able to actually snipe off those 4 Broods quite quickly, because there are only 4 Infestors, but where are the Infestors? Now, when this GG gets called, Killer does not have the time that he needs to get out those Broods, so very well done by Perfect. Incredibly, incredibly well done by him. And with that in mind, Perfect's going to move on. Killer's unfortunately now eliminated from the 50th Zotac Cup.
Yes, that's sad, because those are 2 very good players.
Replay saved.
But great game by Perfect. He knew when he had to get in there.
Yeah, that was very solidly done.
And there is an update, and Nori took out Pull.
Oh.